Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first down, it's Rosen. And his first pass is incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Focus, defense, focus. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. He's coming. Hug. He's hug. Monday. Hey, orbit.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Hey, switch gears.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Check, 59. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now Drake, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. Gonna look deep for Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way. When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line? Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Action, 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 action. Comes up the helmet. Here we go, here we go. Lady. 41.
Darnold from the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Wilkins able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Now they are going for it. Darnold looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up, and coughed it up. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Hey, lady. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Rabbit, 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 rabbit. 41 Mike.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Raekwon McMillan with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Check, 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 check.
Milage. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Hey, alert! Check! 80 weapon. Check 37.
On first down, Blake. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Running, it's Drake. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Check 53. Watch the run. Rush in. Hey, alert. 53's the mic. 53.
From the gun, it's Rosen. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike, 53. Hug. Coming, baby. Woo! SOS. Recon, 132 fighter. SOS. Check.
They'll try and run with Balaj. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Check hop.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here comes Grant on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd and 9, Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll run on first down. Drake, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Defense all day, all day. Check 31. 80. Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Middle. Go.
Check 53.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long.
Check 50. Check 50.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Colby Listenbee. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 38. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Run that.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll run with Drake. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. To throw on second and 6. Rosen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Monday.
From the gun, it's Drake. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and 9, Rosen, and Stills over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And now it's Rosen looking. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant as the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Jason Sanders for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on. Shoot. Motion.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
You ain't got nothing. Under 10, under 10, 10. Wide, get wide. Check 3.
Again, it's Bell. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Check. Hold the look.
Now Bell, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
At the 43-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 53. Check. Lucky.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Alert. Here we go. Motion. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
To throw is Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Check 4.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. And he finds his man, that's Butler. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Bryce Butler, 42 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's Bell, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 3, second down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
An 8-yard pickup. First down.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 41 Mike. This is Warma. Hey, Haywood. Hey, lady. Come on. Hey,
On second and 12, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Point after now from Catanzaro. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Switch.
Lady. Hey, Delta.
Come on. Here we go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Flare. 41 Mike. I got one. Let's go.
Darnold. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go, go, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
You got that right there.
6-6, pull it high. Ready? Check 3, check 3, check 3. Shift.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points look like they're pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Monday. Fellas, let's set a tone. Hey, Team 6.
Kill, turn up.
Now it's Rosen. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On first down, it's Drake. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Hey, echo.
Here's Rosen. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll make it third down.
And 6 yards to go.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, alert.
Check.
Five.
Check. 53's Mike. Check pass. 53's the Mike. 53. Check.
Throwing now is Rosen. And he finds Stills, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose. But in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how